right, folks. Welcome to WonderFairHomeShopping.com.
Welcome.
Technically, it's YouTube.com/WonderFair. But you know what? It's a wacky time. So just Google it.
Yep, you can find a link at WonderFairHomeShopping.com. And of course, WonderFairHomeShopping.com is where you'll do all your online shopping with WonderFair, your exclusive online store. There's other online stores out there, but you probably don't use them.
Sure. You know, I will say, in the fallout from a global pandemic, many Lawrence businesses that were heretofore dedicated to their brick and mortar only lifestyles. That's us.
That's us.
We pivoted to digital.
Got that pivot going.
I'm wearing my pivot to analog shirt today, just as a fun secret fact. But one business that has always dreamed of being an online shop as well as a brick and mortar is run by our friends Jamie and Rachel Guffey of Jungle House Goods, who have also pivoted to digital with aplomb, I must say.
Yeah, they're doing great. I'm excited.
A word that here means they're doing a great job.
I'm excited to get some tips and tricks from Jamie and Rachel.
About running a website?
About, they're actually really good at
social media,
doing internet stuff.
Yeah, they're so good at
we call it in
internet.
the biz.
Well, you get to interview one of them later when they appear on our show.
I'm interviewing. Great. Okay.
One of us will do it.
I'll do it.
Or a sock puppet. It doesn't really matter, but just want to preview for the folks that we are so excited to have Jamie and or Rachel join us later. I should have brought one of my plant friends that I've received from Jungle House, but I failed to do that.
That would have been good.
So
it could have been like a little advice segment. Like, here's a little dude who's not doing so good.
Well, it's
Let's
just
talk
the ant
about
plant for me. Anyway, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be very exciting. They'll be here a little later in the broadcast. So before we get there, we like to cover all of our local news, local food events, and just like whatever we're feeling nice about. So something I'm feeling nice about, I walked here today after a long meeting that was very productive, and it is so lush and green outside, plus I saw a peony blooming. So exciting news, Lawrence. Time to get in your cars and drive around and look at people's peonies.
Is that the one peony that's in our yard?
No, I actually didn't walk by our own peonies. This was other people's peonies. And they were
OPP, other people's peonies.
And they looked great. I didn't stop and sniff them because I was in a rush, but I will definitely be doing that on my way home today.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
well, good news. Exciting. There's one peony blooming in our yard as well. So the day has finally come.
I'm so excited. It is going to storm for several days, which is not great for the peonies. If they bloom, they'll get waterlogged. So peonies, y'all got to actually just keep it clenched 3 more days, ideally, for your own sakes.
Yeah.
Speaking of keeping it clenched, Lawrence, y'all are doing great as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Clenching down those caseloads, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's the technical term for it.
Clench it down.
Clenching down the caseloads.
Yep. That's what they
put some big signs out front.
Clench the curve, folks.
Well, I don't have too much more to report on the local news front, to be honest. I guess I think I can confirm that Burger Stand is reopened and is doing takeout.
I can also
That's
confirm
exciting. That. Although we got to be fair, we're always late night Burger Stand, like the 10 p.m. and after. It's always been a lifesaver for us who are both, that's 10 p.m. after 10, burgers are 5. Just, we work here late, and that's the best, well, it's one of the only deals in town after 10 o'clock, but it's a great deal to get a burger and fries for $5.
Such a bargain.
I've shown that to people who come and visit, and their minds are blown.
It's hard to get a $5 burger fry in this dog eat dog world. Even fast food joints usually won't sell them at that rate, and they're of a much higher quality from Burger Stand. So enough about that, though. Probably.
Yep. Let's see. We've been doing some phone support here. Just folks calling in with orders and requests and things like that. We had a great call early in the week with Kara,
True.
live on the show talking watercolor brushes.
Mhm.
I think it went pretty well. So if anybody out there is thinking like you want to do a live tech support on Wonderfair Home Shopping, I just want to let you know we're open to doing that again. We think it came across all right. So if you want us to maybe go deep on some area of the store,
Yeah.
like doesn't need to be even paint related. It could be pencils.
We could
be
help match you with your perfect notebook. That's
Mhm.
something we frequently do.
Ooh, that
we
reminds
could definitely
me.
talk planners.
I think that I'm bringing this up because this was on my mind. One of our great customers said they were watching back episodes. Good job.
That's nice of you.
Watching back episodes, and we had at one point mentioned doing a deep dive on notebooks. So folks out there are looking for a notebook deep dive.
I am excited about my forthcoming segment, weekly segment, Wonderfair Deep Dives. I am preparing a watercolor pocket box set deep dive where I will talk like possibly up to 10. I'm going to compare them pretty closely and give you all the dirt on the best pocket boxes. I can definitely work in the notebooks on the next segment because I did just place a big Baron Fig order, and I'd want those to come in before I did Notebook Talk because they're one of my favorite notebooks.
They're a real up-and-coming notebook brand.
They are.
I feel like they came on the scene a few years ago, and we've been selling them pretty regularly, but I feel they convert a lot of people. People give them a try, and then they're like, yeah, that's my notebook now.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's nice to have an old and reliable like a Leuchtturm or a Baron Fig that you can count on, especially when times get a little dicey. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so notebooks, segue. Whoop, whoop, I did it. I wasn't even planning to have a good segue, but I done did it. It's graduation gift recommendation time with Meredith Moore.
There you go. Graduation coming up. It's all month.
Just because you don't know a graduate doesn't mean this segment can't be relevant to you. Regardless, this whole show is kind of just silly and possibly irrelevant, but aren't we having fun?
Yeah, we're having fun.
We're having fun in a time of hardship.
I just realized I think we're out of focus on Instagram. I'm going to go try and refocus that.
So fuzzy. Sorry, folks.
Real fuzzy.
All right. Let me begin today's selections so that we can get to Jamie and Rachel. I will be slightly brief. I think notebooks, as I said last time, are a great gift for a graduate because it's functional, it's small, it's easy to pack and move. You can always hold on to it and use it later, and you can inscribe a note inside of it, which makes it extra special. The notebook I'd probably recommend top of the pile for a graduate is Midori's Traveler's Notebook, which I've featured before. It's a leather-covered journal that's designed to go with you your whole life. It's very well made and sturdy, and it features these uniquely sized refill inserts that you can keep switching out as you fill them up. So you create an archive of your history. So if you're setting out on a journey like a career path, or if you're just like done with school and need to celebrate with many excited notes to yourself, a traveler's notebook's going to do that for you. Paul's showing it off to Instagram, but priced at $48 in the store, I will say that's under list price for us. We just know it's an expensive item and our market's not super, Florence isn't the top of the market for spending. So we try to make it more accessible to people by dropping the price a little, and we just eat the cost. So check it out.
It's called a loss leader, everybody. It's a business term for when you sell one product and bring somebody back in for a bunch of other stuff you sell. In this case, the inserts, right?
Yeah. Maybe you saved money buying the cover from us, so you pay the fair list price on inserts for a while, and then it all evens out for us. You do you. We try not to raise our prices when we don't have to.
This is a nice, great floppy chunk of leather. Did you mention that we use these for Dungeons and Dragons?
I haven't today. But
this is my adventuring. This is this one in particular, but this is my adventuring notebook. Been with me for several years of adventuring.
Any adventurer worth our salt knows that in the mythological world of Dungeons and Dragons, all notebooks are made of leather because they look old-timier and more dungeony.
Yeah, you got to imagine, you want to set yourself up for the ultimate sort of live action role play if it comes to that. I mean, you're doing your character voice. Why not set your character up with the sort of utilities that they need in order to get through their campaign? And one of them is going to be a floppy leather notebook
just try to imagine the visual adventurescape of you, a wizard, sitting down at night in your Leomund's tiny hut, safe from danger, and then you bust out your coil-bound college-ruled notebook.
No, they don't have coils.
They don't have coils. They got magic spells and leather notebooks. Anyway, that really took a turn I didn't expect. Let's talk about another Dungeons and Dragons player class that has nothing to do with notebooks. A druid.
Okay.
You see where I'm going with this?
No.
Well, what time is it? Oh, I transitioned too soon. Curses.
I thought you were going to keep
So
featuring a couple of more products.
I actually are friends
I
with
think
Jamie
these guys
and
are
Rachel
getting
arrived.
set up.
Rachel,
Yeah.
quick question from off screen. Do y'all want 5 more minutes or me to slide you in real soon?
No, we're not in any hurry. Take your time.
Well, I'm kind of ready. I'm about to transition.
Yep. Nope. We're
Jamie's
good.
right there.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
good.
I can talk about more notebooks anytime, but while I have these special friends here, druids, everyone, are a
Mhm.
Dungeons and Dragons spellcasting class that I think are the most powerful. I
Yep.
would say OP, overpowered.
I don't know about that, but if you're new to Dungeons and Dragons, start off with the druid. You'll have a lot of fun with it. You get to
Wow.
change into
You get
animals.
to change into animals. You get to cast cool spells like just make a plant grow and talk to plants.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
like they're an old school. Like
Mhm.
there's a lot of new races and classes and stuff nowadays, but get that druid.
So classic. And
Yeah.
we have 2 druid friends here at Wonder Fair. They're Jamie and Rachel Guffey, who own the local business Jungle House Goods, located over in East Lawrence. And I'm going to slide in. Do y'all both want to slide in?
Yeah.
We can make that happen. There's a little, which side has more space? This one?
Well, that's got the bench.
Paul's going to tell you a story about a plant while I fix the bench up.
There's a lot of stuff on this bench.
I know. Maybe I'll tell you a story about plants. Recently, Jamie and Rachel gave me the gift of a pickle plant. It's like a little cactus and it's growing a baby.
Aw.
I know.
It's a pickle baby.
It's a pickle baby. It's like when you get a cat and pretty quickly it's pregnant and you're like, wow, I just feel like I didn't earn this at all because it happened so quickly. And anyway, I'm excited about my pickle plant babies and my ZZ's doing great.
Awesome.
Are y'all seeing the number of boxes we have back here? There's
We
some
have so
unboxings
many.
coming.
When y'all get boxes, you have to unpack them right away because the things inside are alive.
Yeah.
When we get boxes, we're just like, stick it in the corner, folks. We got no time for this box. Have you ever accidentally not unpacked a box and then you were like, whoops?
I don't think so.
Good
Not
job.
yet. This, yeah, like 2 days ago was the closest to that.
Mm.
Well, like a year.
I'm excited to hear of the harrowing tale
Yeah.
of your almost buried alive box plant death. Okay, we got that going, Paul. I'm going to slide some stuff. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the program when we do a switch-o-change-o, but we're just going to give y'all a good wiping down, and then I'll give you a nice squirt so that you'll know your workspace. You can just touch it and do whatever.
Awesome.
It's going to be so nice.
So stand
Paul will
here.
drop the screen for you. Oh, hi. I got to stay on this side of it, though, somehow. We got this. We've got this. We can be a society.
Bear
of-
with us, folks, for this.
I'm pretty sure this is how they're doing it on all the
This is how the
popular talk
news is
shows.
done now. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay, folks, we got you a nice bench. Sorry, it'll be kind of squeezy.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna shuffle off
Cuddle
here.
up.
Whoa!
I travel
Look
with plants.
at that little fella.
You're
So
just joining us
cute.
here on the Wonderful
Hi.
Home Shopping Network. Today we're being joined by Jamie and Rachel
Here.
from Jungle House Goods.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Um,
Hello.
Hi, friends. You look so cute with that plant, Rachel.
I travel with them.
Oh my gosh, would you like to introduce your plant since we don't know its name?
Yeah, this
Yes.
is Aglaonema green papaya.
Wow. what a
Yeah.
fun
Sounds
name.
tasty.
It's a new one at the store. I'm
Oh.
really into. It's so pretty.
I'll take one.
Yeah. Yep. Just keeping me company.
Yes, please save me that one.
Yep.
I want
Do you
it.
treat your plants like pets and just sort of carry them
They all
around?
have personalities.
Yeah.
You got to talk to them a little bit. Yeah.
I would love to know the normal routine here. But why don't you first tell folks at home who might not know
Mhm.
a little bit about Jungle House Goods.
So we're a plant store. We specialize in house plants, indoor plants, and accessories that you need to go with those.
Yeah, so pots, grow lights,
other gifty
Soil.
things that might go well with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
soil, fertilizer,
Yep.
Mm.
soil
Yeah.
amendments.
You guys have a favorite soil?
Yeah.
I mean, we have a tropical blend that we make. We use it's like a Berger soil that we add perlite to it and other things. I
Yeah.
think is it B8?
Yeah.
B08,
B8.
yeah. There's a certain code.
We're getting real technical
Yeah.
already. This
Yep.
is great.
Yep. It's
what-
good stuff.
What do you think? You know, Kansas has a state soil. One of the few places in the country. Did you know this?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Harvey Silt Low.
Harney Siltloam.
gotcha.
Big. It's not too well known. It's not really celebrated all that much. We started to incorporate
Yeah, we
Harney
need to change
Siltloam
that.
into our Kansas Day celebrations, but if you want, you can really bring it next year. Like
Yeah,
really,
we might need to
blow people
collaborate on
away.
that.
Yes.
Yeah,
That sounds
yeah.
fun. Yeah.
That does sound
I don't
Yeah.
know that you can recreate it in a sort of like, greenhouse environment. I
Yeah.
think it might be more like a naturally occurring.
Yeah. We got a
Thing.
tiller.
We can find a way to
Okay, you got a tiller?
We can till that up.
Well, there's something to look forward to next January. Harney
Yep.
Siltloam coming at you.
Wow.
State soil.
It's happening.
Is there a state house plant? Is that a thing?
I don't know, but if it isn't, we should definitely make
I
one.
feel like you could make things.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
love to know what
For that.
you would choose as the state house plant. Because usually, like a state plant would need to be a native plant.
Right.
Do we have a native plant that would make a good house plant?
There's a type of fig that can grow outside here that you could
Yeah.
also bring indoors.
Is it edible?
It's not native, but
What
it is
about
edible.
The I always have a hard time saying it. The one that has the edible flowers, the nasturtium.
Oh, nasturtium.
I feel like
Is that how you
might-
say
I feel
it?
like that might grow
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
I feel like
It
that
can
might
be a
grow well
house
as
plant and
Yeah.
outdoors. Yep.
Oh,
That'd
okay.
be a good one.
I vote brown turkey fig. But
Brown sugar
Yeah.
fig.
Yep.
Sounds
That
good.
Sounds good with Harney Silt Loam.
yes, it
Yeah.
does.
It's just a real down home
Yeah.
kind of combo.
With the brown turkey fig.
With brown turkey pig.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So tell us what y'all have been up to under this new global pandemic. How have things changed at Jungle House? What's new? What are you guys doing now?
Yeah.
Just scream like silently.
Yeah, you can scream
Yeah,
for a few
I-
minutes if you like.
I feel like that would sum it up pretty well. Internally, external screaming even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's totally different. We went to a website within like 4 hours of deciding that we needed to close.
Yep.
And yeah, then it's just been wild. Trying to run a completely different business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So grateful for all the business and people that are supporting us online, but it is a weird reality of trying to sell houseplants, things that people are used to like coming in and touching and feeling.
Yeah.
Selling it online is weird. So, but grateful that people are doing it and showing up. For
Yeah.
us.
Have you had people who are like a little unhappy sometimes with stuff?
Sometimes,
Or-
it's kind of like you can't photograph every plant. Like this green
course,
papaya
yeah.
is different than the other green
Yeah,
papaya.
a ton of
Yeah,
variations.
they're all unique.
So, sometimes, but I think for the most part, people are kind of coming into it with a pretty generous spirit of
Yeah.
like, y'all are doing your best. So
That's been our experience too.
yeah.
Is, working with somebody on the phone, trying to find them like a notebook or something,
Yeah.
and they're so wonderful to sort of take it on faith that we're like, here's what I hope will be the best notebook
Right.
for you. You
Yeah.
know.
And we've done a little bit. I mean, there's some customers who really want something super specific. Like,
Yeah.
it's cool. Like, yeah, we'll take pictures of all of them.
Mhm.
We
Yep.
try to not do that if we don't have to, just because
Yeah.
obviously it takes a lot of time.
Our friend
but-
Christina is like, can you get me the plant that's in the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
circle
so we
that
do our
picture
best
plant.
to do that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And also when we take pictures, we like have kind of come up with an art of like finding the most average plant. Like we're not taking pictures
I
of
was gonna
the
ask
biggest,
that.
best
Yes.
plant,
Yeah.
so you're not disappointed.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
So it'll be this plant or better.
Yes.
Yes, that's kind of
Yeah.
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 That's exciting to me as someone who browses your site a lot. I don't know if you can see where the traffic is from, but I'm always scrolling.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that check it. You can tell they're checking it very regularly because they'll place an order and then like 15 minutes later they'll place an order and then tomorrow they'll place an order, and then it's like you can tell they've just been refreshing it. So
Because are you adding new stuff kind of continually?
yeah.
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 Yeah, and I think people have realized too things are selling out quickly, and so they're like, I just have to order it right now. And
Oh wow.
which is why we
Yeah.
added the bundle selection so that you can like get something and then we'll put it in a box for you and then add things to it. That way we're not going to your house
Yeah.
every delivery day.
Yes.
So that-
okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
But you don't have to miss out on your blanket.
That's great. Good
Yeah.
idea. Good innovation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, your car's not that creepy that if you drive slowly through a neighborhood every day, it'll
Yeah.
probably be,
Yes. Yep.
but I could see that being
Yeah.
problem on many levels.
Yeah. And I think people in general wanted to do that in the first place. We just didn't have it as an option. So we were like, oh, that makes way more sense for like our friend Carol who orders multiple times a week. So, it's like makes way more sense to go once a week. Yeah.
Do you ever wonder about what Carol's house is like inside?
Yeah. For the most part, they send me pictures. So it's like definitely a bragging right to be like, I've made it to that level.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you pictures. And then it's just like, lined windows of plants. A lot of them, we can see them when we're driving up.
Yeah.
Jamie's come up with a joke about how we know which house we're going to.
We're like, which house is it? Which is the address? Oh, it's that one. Because you can see like all the plants on the porch or all the plants in the window. Or,
Yep. So
that's a good signal. We don't get that with the stationary orders.
Yeah.
Nobody's got like piles of notebooks in the window for us.
We were joking about getting like a flag where it's like you can order the flag and then you can put it outside your door. It's like the Jungle House or you like a Wonder Fair. You like put your flag out when you have a delivery coming.
Yep. Then you know exactly which house you're going to.
I like that. Get a pennant made.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Especially those places like, the big apartment complexes where you're like, I don't know what floor this is on.
Yeah.
Then they can hang it outside when they're right where we're going. Yeah.
I like it. That's a good long-term plan.
Yes.
there.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
I tried by those houses with the like Free State graduate signs, but this is sort of like that, but for if you're a different part of the community. You might not be a high school parent, but you got a lot
Deliver
of
plants
Yep,
here,
you got
please.
babies, that's right. Yep. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess the short story of the long story in the quarantine is that just trying to do as much as we can online, hustle, keep making people happy. The plantgrams, I think, are the reason why we have been busy.
I want to talk about that. Tell me the deal.
It's Jamie's brainchild, so he's gotta talk about it.
Got a little baby plant, Graham, to tell us about Jamie?
Jamie's brain.
Yeah. So so with the plantgram, it was like when you're thinking about like the physical distancing that we're all under right now, or social distancing, we're trying to use physical distancing more, and like on the plantgram, because it's like you can still say hello, and it's like a fun way of doing it while also giving something. And it also was an easier way for us to get a plant on the website also. So it was kind of like a nice compromise of how do we deal with these like little things or these weird variations of like we can't list this $6 plant online just for one of them.
Yeah.
So it seemed like a good kind of compromise so that people can send them to each other and say
Are they
hello.
mystery plants? Is that how it works?
No, it's not a mystery
okay.
plant. So we can make like 6 or 8 of them or whatever. And be like, okay, it's this plant in this pot, and it's this much, and you can write a note, and you can send it to whoever you want.
Perfect.
In the Lawrence City limits for free.
Yeah.
Well, you pay for the plant.
Well, right, but the
free
delivery is
delivery.
free. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, thank you.
Yep.
But yeah, so then sometimes it's like a random plant.
What's going on?
Are you hearing those noises?
Dave action.
Dave? See Ralphing?
What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's got a
Fur
little
ball.
cough going.
He's probably coughing up a fur ball or something.
What you got going on?
Seems
Pretty
very
normal.
Jamie
Yeah.
used to work at Wonderfirst, so he knows
Yeah,
the
this
sounds
is-
of Dave,
yeah.
and he knows that was a weird
This is
one.
comfortable.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Yep. Poor
Um,
guy.
we have
Yeah.
been hearing some unusual sounds from Dave recently. He's got a bird call now. When he
Oh.
sees birds outside,
Nice.
he'll do like a little chatter trying to like emulate bird sounds, and obviously he
Cool.
probably wants to kill them.
Yeah.
Food. But
You can say hello too.
yeah, could be, could
Yeah.
be.
But yeah, so the plantgrams have worked out really well. Like people, I think, have really enjoyed sending them to each other, and
Mhm.
something that we didn't really expect. But there's been a little bit of like a chainmail reaction where we send it to
Ooh.
one person, and then that person calls us like, "I want to do that," and
Yeah.
then sends it to 3 people, and then that,
Yeah.
Wow,
So-
pyramid scheme.
Yeah,
yeah. My favorite
Great.
thing about it is when people send it to themselves and they're
Yeah.
like, to self, you're doing great, love
Oh
self.
wow,
Yeah.
cool.
It's
Yeah.
very sweet.
Yep.
It's been really cool seeing like the messages people send each other, both like in that or just like really cool quotes that
Yep.
kind of fit the time.
That's
or-
good. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting a lot of like, hang in there, you're doing
Yeah.
great sort of stuff.
Yeah.
We're we don't have any specific gift type things, but people are
Sure,
always
but it
ordering
lends it, yeah.
gifty things to their friends. And in
Yeah.
particular, now that we have the Animal
Yes.
Crossing style
So excited about it.
home delivery service.
Yes.
Are y'all playing Animal
Oh
Crossing?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Oh yeah.
I would love to come visit.
Yes, do it.
Um,
visit my
we'll
house.
exchange
It's not
friend
that
codes
great
soon.
yet, but I'm working on it.
I know it's like this is the busiest time
Yeah.
we've ever had as
Yes.
business owners.
Yeah.
So it's tough to carve out time to also maintain your animal island.
Doing as
but-
much as I can. Planting as many flowers, planting as many trees.
yeah, great.
Getting that
great.
fruit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
are you into the flower hybridizing?
Yeah. Yep.
I am too. I
Yep.
love doing the
Me too.
flowers.
I love it.
So
How's
I
Dave
can-
hanging in there?
I think he's
Full-
fine, but
full
you know,
recovery?
he just was so wheezy.
Yeah.
He's a
For a
wheezy guy.
second.
All right.
Hi, buddy.
We'll check in on Dave a little later. So before you had a website, you guys were always really great at internet stuff. I felt like mostly through your Instagram,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Can you tell us, like, for folks at home who are new to Jungle House, it's Jungle House Goods on Instagram.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Is that the
Jungle House
handle?
Goods. Yep.
Yep.
Goods with an S.
Can you type that
Yep.
one in, Meredith?
Yeah.
Type it in, Jungle House Goods.
How do I do it? Like, give me
Yeah,
a picture of my
right.
little
That's
fingers?
right. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
You can do it.
I can.
Drop it in.
I will.
That way,
Yeah.
folks can hit it and follow.
Yeah.
See, this is clearly why we don't with the internet.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Talk about your Instagram philosophy, because you're really knocking it out of the game.
Thanks.
I mean, out of the park.
Yeah, thanks. Instagram, I guess it's like plants are so Instagrammable. It just feels like such a natural place to be, you know? Plus, plants are so trendy right now and letting it roll on Instagram. Really, like, I feel like our Instagram was born out of the fact that I wanted to have a Plantstagram.
Mhm.
And when I got into plants, I was like, dang, I'm going to make myself a Plantstagram, you know? And I was like trying to get followers and follow people. And then when we decided to open Jungle House, it just was so natural to.
Then you
to-
decided to open a
Yeah.
shop.
Yep,
So
yep.
your shop started as an Instagram.
Yeah, it really did. You know, like it. We weren't selling on it or anything, but
Yeah.
I was just posting my plants and stuff. And then when we decided we wanted to open a store, our concept was that we were just going to sell pots and accessories. We weren't actually going to sell plants at that point
Mm.
because it felt so big.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get plants?
So that's where our Instagram was born out of. Really, though, our store was born out of doing a pop-up shop here with you guys.
Oh, that's nice.
So
but y'all
I-
were really far along in that before.
No, I
Yeah.
wholeheartedly think it's what really spurred our business because it gave us a physical presence.
Give us the
Yeah.
like
So
gas.
Yeah,
It's-
and it showed how successful you could be because I believe you sold it out
Yeah.
in like an hour.
Yeah, real fast.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about this, I'm walking in with this string of pearls and I'm like hustling, trying to bring back, and this girl's like mine. And I was like, oh, we are going to sell some plants. So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Right. You had to restock.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, we were like desperate to go get some.
it was
stuff.
it was planned as a weekend pop up, and everything
Yeah.
was gone in the first
Yeah,
hour. or
Saturday and
two.
Sunday was pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
But there's
cool.
still people, a side note to that. I just got a message this week. She's like, look at this plant I got at your pop-up shop. And it's like huge and beautiful. She shops in our store now. So it's cool to kind of have those like OGs of
Yeah,
like, my
original.
early people. So yeah.
That's great.
But I guess, Instagram's just so natural for us. It's great. It's really our main marketing tool, and plants are so beautiful and photographs so beautiful. So
what I think you're doing great is that it's not just you're trying to sell stuff. You're really giving people a lot of tips and advice.
Yeah.
And I think that's what keeps people coming back to. And that's, a
Mhm.
little part of what we're doing here, not just trying to sell stuff,
Right,
trying to
sure.
stay connected
Yeah.
to people. And
Yeah.
But that's
You
the thing about plants. You could sell them all day easy, but it's like getting somebody the right plant and what they can actually take care of is what I'm
Mm,
passionate about because I don't
yeah.
want it to go
Yeah.
die in their house. That doesn't feel good to them.
you want to take
and-
some calls? Anybody, if
Yeah.
anybody wants to call
yeah,
in,
call in. Give me your plant questions.
we'll
I'm
get
here.
plant questions
I'll help.
live on the air with Rachel
Yep.
Duffy.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
Um,
it's all Rachel on Instagram. And
fine.
I mean, she answers questions. People send in questions all day, 24/7.
Oof.
And
Yeah.
sometimes you have a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The quarantine videos were a fun thing I was doing. I've kind of stopped doing them because we've been so busy. But at the beginning of this, every day at 10 o'clock, I was jumping on and doing like a quick how-to. And that was really fun. The feedback was really good about that. People liked it.
I learned about top dressing my plants with soil.
Yeah. Yep.
Top
They are
dressing.
very happy.
Yep.
Tell me about top dressing
Yeah.
real quick.
Top dressing is a nice thing to do in between seasons if you're not ready to repot yet.
Mhm.
Then basically you'll just want to loosen up your soil a little bit. I use like a chopstick or like a trowel. Loosen up your soil a little bit, add a little bit of new soil, give it some water. It's good to just kind of get you through a little bit longer before you want to pull it out and repot it. Or if your soil's gotten really compacted and dries out real fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gives the plant a little bit more
Yeah,
breathing room,
that's right.
a little more nutrients.
That's right. Yeah.
Um, Well, I have some basic questions.
Yeah.
You wanna-
that are just like Jungle House questions.
You wanna pop in here?
Yeah.
Swap in
I
Meredith.
don't know. Paul's such a good interviewer. Did you have any last questions? Before I pop in?
think of some.
Okay. Okay, friends.
Hello.
So I know there are plants that go through like internet popularity
Mhm.
phases.
Mhm.
Is there a plant that you feel like I'm not gonna have you trash these plants?
Yes.
'Cause you could know sooner. I mean, you love all plants, I
Yes.
assume.
Yep.
Is there a plant that you feel like truly deserves the title of like best plant, internet popular, but earned it like the Beyonce? What's the Beyonce of plants?
Ooh, that's a hard question.
I'm curious from a plant person. Is this
do you have
an
answer?
impossible question because everybody
Nope.
has their own?
Nope.
I feel like I have a few that I would say. Like I feel like the Pilea Peperomoides.
Yep.
That's hard to say.
Good enough for me.
Pepperomoides.
It's
Yeah.
just so interesting.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
the
get
coin one.
Yes,
With the-
yeah, and it's like a reasonable plant to keep alive. I feel like a lot of, and you can get them for
Mhm.
a decent price.
Mhm.
I feel like there's so many out there that are really unattainable,
Mhm.
or when you get them, it's gonna die. So that's great that you spent
Yeah.
way too much on that plant and
Oh,
you
what's
can't keep it.
what's the plant that's just born to die? I know what my guess is.
What's your guess?
It's that one that are they called Angolim? No, Calathea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Calatheas, folks.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
They're hard, and it takes somebody who's like, I want to give this plant all of my attention.
Yeah.
and
That's
they're
not
so
me.
beautiful.
They're
Like they
so
have so cool
beautiful.
variations, and yeah,
But yeah, they are really hard to keep alive.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
those plants that you gotta feed the nice water,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I
That's
can't
right.
unless y'all eventually have a service where someone brings me a jug of water a day,
Yes.
like the milkman.
Yeah.
I
That's a
can't.
great idea. We should do that.
I would
We're trying to
100%
do
pay
refill.
for that service.
Yeah.
I just don't want to have to remember to. I don't grocery shop enough. I guess I could get a big jug.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels hard, folks.
Yeah.
But if a milkman brought my Calathea water,
Yes. It'd be
special
beautiful.
water.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
I think the
so-
Piley is a good pick.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
support that decision. It's a harder to find, so it's not something you just pick up anywhere. But
but you can get it.
you can get it. It's not that expensive. It will live. It will survive. It's
It
not
gets
super
cooler as it
picky.
grows.
It gets really cool as it grows.
Puts out
I
all
like
the
that decision.
babies, so you can share it with everybody. So that's fun.
I like that decision.
Yeah.
Yep.
If my Pilea has stopped putting out babies, what am I doing wrong? Do I need to set more of a mood, like sexier music at
Yes.
night, or like dimmer, or like I don't know, feed it oysters? Like, how do I
Yes.
get my Pilea procreating? Because
How-
it's just kind of quit it.
Does it have very many babies in the pot?
Maybe like 5 or 6.
It might be time to take some out to kind of make
Spread
room
it
for
out.
more. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. So it might be time to propagate those and
I
make
think it
some
needs
room.
new soil too.
Yeah.
I'm at like a year and a half with that.
Yeah. It might be time. Yep. You should bring it back for repot.
I should, but like y'all are too busy right now. I can repot my
Yeah.
own plant.
Yep. Yeah.
After this is over, I'm gonna have you do it all for me because you're much better.
You got it.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
So I like that Pilea Reign Supreme.
Yeah. I think so. I think that's a
Yeah,
really
I
good pick.
think so.
I also, I don't know, I have a really hard time getting away from the Sansevieria family. I feel like they just overall are such a classic houseplant. They survive literally anything and they're easy to find and get, and they're so diverse. They're
Yeah,
short, they're
that's
tall.
a
they're-
snake plant.
yeah.
mainly.
So many
Yes.
different colors. So I feel like they have to win it for me.
I think I support you in that, Rachel, because you can stick any plant that is happy living in your bathroom. I feel like that's a low maintenance house plant
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
respect.
Yep. I would agree. So
And they can hang in your
they
bathroom.
can just hang. Yeah. And, go through generations passed down and stuff. So,
Really?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
that's my vote.
Do they get bigger and wider?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought mine was getting bigger, but then I thought maybe I was kind of like losing it in quarantine. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Nope.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Well, those are some of my pressing plant questions. I assume people might have some pressing. Whoop. That's about Animal Crossing. We can just ignore that
Yeah.
comment for now, but Elizabeth, yes,
Yeah.
Animal Crossing is the best.
Yep.
Gosh, do I have more questions about plants? I feel like I don't because I just want to talk about buying plants for me, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's not what I'm here to do.
Yep. I
Um,
feel like the most common question that we get asked is about repotting.
Mhm.
And so it's like, this is the perfect time for you to learn how to repot your plant. Like you can watch it, you can be at home, you can do it. So, and we can bring you the soil and I can film you a video and show you how to do it. So this is the time.
It's the most ideal time too. Like
Yep.
spring
Like
is a
time
good
of the year?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. Right
that's good
before
to
the
know.
summer. So yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's more cultivars of interesting plants available in the U.S. than there were, say, 10 or 15 years ago? Because I feel like when I was in college, I think this is the height of it I've ever seen, but people go through phases of plants being like the most trendy home thing. But I remember there just being like rubber tree plants and like funeral peace lilies when I was in college. Is that happening, or am I just more aware because I have friends who run a very excellent and deeply stocked
I think
plant
it's a
store?
combination of two, like it's more popular. And so businesses like ours have came up and so they're more widely available,
Mhm.
but also people are more interested in it. And so those cultivars are being more produced.
Mhm.
So go ahead.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
Yeah.
That's,
Yep.
Like
So I just
growers
think
are
it's
growing.
like, you're seeing it more and it's
Mhm.
more aware of it. Definitely. But there's lots of people that have been collecting these plants for so long. My grandma's been a big plant collector, my whole life. And she had plants that I wouldn't consider to be rare or odd. She had things you could buy, virtually anywhere.
Yeah.
But I always have had plants present in my life. So I guess maybe I've always been a little bit more aware of them.
Did you
So-
inherit some of your grandma's plants?
I have had some cuttings of some of her plants.
Cool.
Yeah. Growing up, she always wanted to give me cuttings of her plants, and I always took them and killed them. And I just didn't really understand, what I was doing. And I'd be like, well, how do you keep that alive? She's like, I just water it, And so now that I actually know what I'm doing, I would appreciate it if I could have more of them, And she's passed away since then, but definitely. I think she passed me down some of her green thumb.
That's really
Yeah.
special. I feel like part of why I like stationery, this items we sell that can be heirloom, is I'm really serious when I say like you should pass this journal set down to your kids. I think it's very cool that plants can do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, or at least they're growing alongside your family.
Yes.
Like my beautiful Swedish ivy that you gave me.
Yeah.
Recommend. That's my favorite plant, by the
Yeah,
way,
it's beautiful.
because it smells good.
Yeah.
It smells like
It's
yummy
interesting.
lemon in your house.
Yeah.
And you can barely kill it. You have to try pretty hard, and it cultivates like crazy, so you can snip and share and
That's
root
cool.
them really easy.
Yep.
So I like a Swedish ivy plant. Everyone, do y'all have any of that in right now?
We're out right now,
Get
but
some
we'll get
back
it.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things come and go really fast for y'all.
They
But
do,
There's no
yeah.
reason to lose hope because I've noticed that you're always like something else
Yeah.
cool
It
coming.
comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're starting to get to the point where we're actually catching up. For a while, we were placing such small orders because we had no idea what was going to happen. And now it's like, okay, well, apparently we're just going to sell out the minute we get it in. So
Which is a great model for now while you don't have as many folks in the store, so you can fill the store with plants. But
Mhm.
soon, here's my transition.
Mhm.
Eventually people might be coming back around maybe late summer, maybe
Mhm.
fall, maybe spring, who knows. Either way, I know that you were planning an expansion. How is that going? Because you're so busy just keeping people and plants.
Mhm.
Are you able to find time to work on the back room expansion? How's it going?
nope. that's the answer to
That's
that
the
question.
answer.
Moving along.
Yeah.
We went into this totally thinking time to get Pennsylvania built out, SOBD's getting done, but instead it's like, oh, we will spend every moment just keeping the business going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Quarantine.
Yeah, there was like a moment of like, well, this might be that time where like, okay, we're not gonna have too much business, but it'll be the time we build this shelf that we were talking about or
Mhm.
do this thing, and it was that's all gone.
Right. I'm still one, like, I think we all probably made the right choice. Like,
Mhm.
it's good to be here for our audiences right now,
Mhm.
but like part of me is always gonna wonder if like I should have done like the restaurants did where they
Yeah.
just closed down and just deep clean for like a month.
Yes. Yep. Definitely.
Yeah.
There's still like right now, I'm like, can we just close? Like, can we just close? And it's like we can't, and we shouldn't. We're doing is providing people such a fun, happy experience. And so we shouldn't,
Mhm.
but there's days that we're like, man, it would be nice to just like sweep the whole store.
Yeah.
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 So yeah.
Why you gotta sweep the floors? It's just like
Oh yeah, we.
all the plant dirt's just
Yeah.
jumping out of the pots.
Yep.
Onto the
I mean,
floor.
we don't sweep it that much.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably sweep our floor as well, because poor Dusty Dave's over
Yeah.
there sneezing it up. Sorry, bud. That's probably what's going on with him,
Yeah.
actually. Andy's
Dust.
at our Dusty house. So we had to take our pet home to take care of him during these unusual times when we're less in the store. Did you have to take any of your plant friends home to live with you? Because you're in the shop less, or you're in the shop the same amount?
No, I think
We're
the
there
shop
more. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're there more.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like weird because since we are doing it without the staff being there as often as they were, we us together are definitely there a lot more now. And I feel like it's not the best thinking for the plant to come to my house and then come back to the store. I feel like keeping it in one place is probably
Yeah.
the best. So when, our customer gets it, it hasn't moved around a whole bunch.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Do plants not like just like changing where their sun bath comes from and stuff? Is that-
Some of them, yeah, some of
humidity?
them.
Yeah, that and it's just also like hard to keep a routine. Like if we put them in a weird spot in our house and then we'll forget about it.
Yeah, because
Because it's not like Dave, it won't meow at us. or
a lot of
something when we
plants at
forgot
home
about it.
too, so they stack up, and
Yeah.
then you're like, I forget what's here.
That's
So,
true.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be hard not to just bring the plant home. It's like, you're pretty.
Oh, we do.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, our so there's like these 3 kids under 5 that live across the street from us,
Mm.
and the other day they're like, "What's in that bag?" And we're like, "Plants," and they're like, "You always bring home plants." I was like, "I think
Yeah.
this might be a sign."
Neighborhood kids are talking about us.
like
Yep.
these very young children.
Yeah.
see
Yeah, he was
our
really
problem.
disgusted
Yeah, he was
by it.
definitely judging us.
Yeah. He wanted it to be like cool takeout food snacks
Yeah.
that you could share with them.
Yes.
Okay, well,
Just plants. Sorry,
that's also,
man.
we understand that too.
Yeah.
All right, well, Paul, I'm
Got
going
an
to.
Instagram
Okay.
question from
Yeah.
Ginger Elford.
Ginger, one of my favorite singers of all time. I'm supposed to look down here at it. Scrolling. What plant is Rachel holding? Asked Ginger, one of
Yeah.
our favorite musicians who's based in Indiana.
Aglaonema green papaya. It's a brand new hybrid. So our friend that sold it to us told us that we were the very first store to get them. So there you go. Yeah.
I should probably go buy that online right now so
It's
you
so
don't
freaking pretty.
oversell it.
I love it. And the cool thing about aglaonemas is they're really easy to take care of. Like water it once a week, give it some light.
Yeah,
It's easy.
that are like cool and spotty and have
Yeah.
the pink center stem.
Yeah.
This one has more of like a burgundy tone, which
Yeah.
is why yoink. But
Yeah.
they're fun plants. I agree that they're very easy.
Yeah.
There's a ruby one too that's very similar that has way more of the burgundy in it.
Mm, Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. I've been eyeballing a rubber tree plant that's in burgundy.
Oh yeah.
Ficus burgundy.
Mhm.
Yep.
Y'all have a big tall one right now. Don't
Yeah.
buy it online. It's very expensive though, but
Yep.
it's worth it.
Yep.
If you think about buying artwork or plants for your home, I feel like there's a reason that they can get up there.
Yeah.
They're big statement pieces.
Right. And,
And-
buying them that big means it's older and stuff.
Mhm.
So
And
yeah.
And it'll
Bigger
live
shit.
like many, many years in your house. If you're going to spend a dime on a fancy bottle of mezcal or something,
That's
you might
right.
as well also spend a dime on a really nice plant.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yep.
Was there ever a plant that you didn't want to sell and someone bought it and you were kind of
Oh, all the time.
Okay, sure, of course.
Yeah.
It's funny that you asked that.
Go
One of the orbifolia that
Oh, yeah.
Meredith bought was one that
Yours-
Rachel was like, I wasn't really
Yes.
know. I don't know.
And then I didn't keep it alive, folks.
Happened.
So I've stopped buying calathea because I don't deserve
Yep.
them.
Yep. There's
Sorry,
plants that come in
Rachel.
all the time that I'm like, oh, but I feel really happy that I get to provide that to somebody.
You
But
shouldn't have because
yeah.
I didn't deserve it.
I mean, it's all it was a learning experience, right?
It was what I learned is I can't have plants that need the what do you call it, water?
The distilled water
Distilled
or RO
water,
water,
yeah.
yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it happens.
The rest of my plants are doing great. Even the one I got out of a dumpster. So that's
Heck
been
yeah,
going
that's awesome.
on. Yeah, dumpster
Yep.
plant. Y'all
Yep.
got some plants out of a dumpster once.
Oh yeah, I got some huge, long pothos cuttings. Literally just hang out of somebody's trash on Barker, and so I like did major Instagram investigation. I was like, whose house is this? Because they moved, and so I just wanted them to know that their pothos cuttings went to a good home. So yeah,
Stopped them, told
yeah,
them.
I did
that's
figure
awesome.
out who it was. So yeah,
I don't know the etiquette on dumpster diving and then contacting the owner whose dumpster you burgled, but I like it. You're taking it to the next
I figured
level.
they're moving. You know,
That was a kindness that I would have even not thought of. So that just goes to show you what wonderful people these are. Rachel and Jamie, some of our absolute favorites. We still have a little bit of time. Paul, do you want to slide back in if you have any others? We
I
have,
have a couple
5 minutes or
follow-ups.
so.
cool.
Also, at the end, we'll definitely give y'all time to just talk about whatever you want, like your favorite places to eat
Yes.
and like, we like to just talk towny stuff sometimes. So,
Love food too.
cool. Yep. You can't eat the plants, but sometimes you can.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you can.
I think we're probably just giving the rest of the show to Jungle House here.
Yeah.
Because we got more coming your way tomorrow. You can see more stationery and stuff. We've been doing that for months now. My follow-up was, you said this is like a first of its kind hybrid, sort of like first. You're one of the first folks to have this.
Mhm.
How does that work? How do you make a new plant
Mhm.
like that?
Uh-huh.
And have you ever done it yourself?
I haven't done it myself. Although
Can you
it's-
do it?
You can.
Okay.
It's something that I would like to learn to do, and I have attempted it myself, but not successfully.
Okay.
So usually, what they do is they wait for this plant to bloom
Mhm.
and another aglaonema to bloom, and then they physically crossbreed it with like a Q-tip.
Yeah. Okay.
So they get up in the bloom, and then they get up in the other bloom, and then it creates a hybrid baby,
Right.
and they can do that.
See, I'm totally interested in this because I've been playing Animal Crossing and wanting to hybridize flowers. So it's the same thing essentially. You
Yeah.
put the plants next to each other. You physically do it
Yes.
in real life.
Yes.
You don't do that in the game.
Right.
It's not
And
that
you know,
sophisticated.
with pollinators and stuff, it can happen on accident
Yep.
when plants are growing outside and stuff. But in a greenhouse setting, from what I understand, I'm not an expert. They do it physically by hand.
Mhm.
We sell a vanilla bean orchid right now at the store, and in order to get it to actually get the vanilla bean on it, you have to have it bloom and you have to physically
Hand
pollinate it.
pollinate it.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Are
yeah.
there any? Yeah. I mean, are there any other plants in the store that you're hand pollinating?
I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
At home I have two great big philodendrons, and they both bloomed within just days of each other. And so my intention was to do it, but it was right at the beginning of quarantine, and
Yeah.
they both died before I got it done. So,
Okay.
but I was gonna try it.
I would love to walk in a jungle house and see like hand pollinated signage and also like jungle house exclusive hybrids.
Yes.
Boy, that
Yep.
would be next level.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Let's
This one we just lucked out, and you know our friend who helps us find cool plants was like, "Y'all are getting the first ones."
That's
So
awesome.
yeah,
Cool. Well, I look forward to that future. That I mean,
yeah,
that's gotta be real fun.
Yep.
Treating it like a lab and
Sure.
making
Yeah.
something new.
Which is what we're hoping to do more with that back room, is like having
Cool.
more ability
Oh,
to do
yeah.
that type of stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jamie's invested in hand pollinating that vanilla bean orchid.
But yeah,
so.
once it's ready, I'm doing it.
You're doing it?
I'm gonna grow my own.
Grow your own
bean.
vanilla
I'm-
bean?
Yeah, I'm committed.
Cool. What I mean, what vanilla beans are not at all like. I mean, can you grow them in your house? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you can. It's not. I wouldn't say it's easy. I think it's like, I was doing a bunch of research on it. It says it's like definitely a harder house plant. It's an orchid.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah,
See, I
it's
didn't
a type
know
of
that.
orchid. And I think it's gonna take probably at least 3 years before it'd probably do like a bloom.
Great. In it for the long haul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely we're
Then maybe you'll get a vanilla bean.
pretty
Maybe one
pretty
vanilla
committed.
bean.
Yeah, and I think maybe it like happens overnight. And
Yeah.
it's
It blooms
it's
at night.
extreme.
And if you
Yeah.
blink, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
It's a cool
I-
plant though. It's got like kind of grows like in a squiggle. So at
Oh,
least you
cool.
get
See,
that.
now I
Yeah.
want one of
Yeah.
these
Yeah,
vanilla
they're cool.
beans because, like, I want to wait like 4 years to get a
it'd be
vanilla
like the
bean
best
out of the
vanilla
deal.
ever. Yeah.
That's great. No, I don't know about that. I probably can't keep it alive.
I'll take care of it.
I don't know. I want to ask, like, I'm really into like fruit.
Yeah.
Y'all
So this
sell
guy.
some fruit stuff.
Yeah.
Have you had any success doing that? I mean,
Yeah.
not selling it, but actually eating fruit off of a plant you
Yeah.
get in your house.
The ones I've had the most luck with so far is definitely the citrus. But some of
Okay.
the other ones I've gotten that aren't citrus that we haven't had like long enough to see yet. But yeah, with citrus, like the calamondins, which is like a sour orange,
Mhm.
And then lemons, Meyer lemons.
The
I've had really
kumquats?
good luck with. Yeah, and kumquats. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Sour
Can I grow kumquats in my house?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Should I?
Yeah, they're awesome. Their
They're
leaves are really cool too.
self-pollinating trees too.
They're
so just
self-pollinating.
just
Yeah.
gets fruit. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. That's a good one to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like that seems like the kind of thing I can't grow an orange in my house, but I can grow a tiny one.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, they're great for a houseplant. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So I mean, you gotta get in plenty of light, but yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the
But they're
lemons
cool.
we
They're
get off
really
of our
nice
tree
looking.
are usually like this big
No,
or
yeah,
something
they're
bigger.
full-grown.
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
Um,
Yeah, I just know like Kansas is not the place to really grow
yeah.
fruit
No.
like that.
but they're cool. Like they usually have they look cool, just their leaves and everything
Yeah.
and stuff too. But I think it's fun.
You mentioned
I like the challenge.
brown turkey fig.
Yep.
You can put those outside too.
Those
huh?
can
Or do
overwinter
you have-
here. Yeah.
They can
Yeah.
overwinter
Yep, they
here.
can,
All right, I'm
yeah.
in.
You got to cut
Yeah.
them back and mulch them and stuff, but they
Yeah.
can overwinter here.
And there's some
When
that
you
will
say
do
that, do you have to like chop it all down?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
yeah,
Really?
chop it down.
How does it then grow into a tree then?
It
It's
doesn't
just a
grow into
bush?
really a tree. It's
Like a
more
fig
like a
bush?
bush.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We are growing bananas out in our yard right now, and we just cut the banana back every winter and then throw some stuff over it, leaves, and then it grows back. Right now, it's about this tall.
These folks are growing bananas in their backyard here
Yeah.
in Lawrence, Kansas.
They also have many chickens.
Yeah.
How many chickens currently? It feels like
Uh,
That's a lot.
We have 5 full-grown and 11 chicks.
11 chicks.
Yeah.
That's been our quarantine hobby.
Wow.
Yeah, because that was a good idea to buy those in the middle of quarantine. But whatever.
You're not alone. I just keep seeing friends with chickens
Yeah.
popping up in
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
feed. So
Yeah.
I
That's
called my
great.
grandpa and I was telling him we were getting them. He grew up on a farm. He's like, yeah, I heard Tractor Supply said they'll get in 1,000 chicks and they sell them in a day and stuff. So it's trendy right now too. But yeah,
Do you
Yep.
think people are just like, I'm sick of going to the grocery store for eggs because it's like, I don't want to go out? What's
I
going
think connecting
on?
with the like you get to connect with like your like land and tending
Yeah.
your herd and
Yeah.
stuff.
I think it's a little bit like the Victory Garden, like
Yeah.
Victory Farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I predict a all-time low in mosquitoes and more
Yes.
in Kansas
Oh, I hope
yeah,
so.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because all these chickens are going to be eating all those
Yep.
mosquitoes.
Yeah,
right?
Let's hope.
I hope so.
Looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Henry was telling us that he had some friends in Minneapolis that would load up the chickens and take them to people's yards and let them free range, like in his friends'
he, like,
yards.
had a trailer on his bike and he
Yep.
like biked them to
I'm
their
in
yard.
on
Yeah.
this. I want to
Oh,
do
you
that.
can bike your chickens around?
Yeah.
I would like first a herd of tiny, mini, cute goats to mow my
Yeah.
lawn.
Yes,
Yes.
get some mini.
Then a herd of chickens come in
Yeah.
and clean up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So cute.
Yep.
Mhm.
I love it.
That's
That'd be
the
a
dream.
good lawn mowing service. We'll just bring over like a dozen tiny goats.
Yeah.
Leave them here for a day. There you go.
Yep.
I don't know.
I love it.
Who's out there with looking to start a new business?
Yeah, right. That's right.
There was once an art installation on the Spencer Museum of Art lawn that was basically this concept where the artist wanted the goats, they were like staked and would like mow the lawn in a circle around their stake all day. It was pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Modern art.
Yeah, I like
Have
it.
a goat in your yard.
That's right.
There you go.
There's no rules.
There's no rules, folks.
Sarah Wilkes says she's here for lawn goats and asked about the name of your business. So for folks joining us later, Paul will just say it aloud one more time. Or when anyone can.
Yeah.
I'm too far from the mic.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
wanna-
Meredith, are we wrapping up now?
No, I just want to make sure people hear it.
Well, we're joined here on the Wonderful Home Shopping Network by Jungle House Goods. Over in East Lawrence, they've got their shop, which you can't visit right now. So order from them online. Website is junglehousegoods.com.
Yeah.
I nailed it.
That's it.
It was a good guess.
That's it. Yep.
Try and guess Wonder Fair's website.
Oh, man. Jamie probably knows it. Is it wonderfair.com?
That's one of them. Guess another.
We're definitely doing it wrong where we have like 4 websites.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Where would you go to buy stuff from Wonder Fair online?
Wonderfair.com.
WonderFairHomeShopping.com.
Wonderfair
Oh.
HSN.
Our new website. But
Dang.
if you miss being in the
It's a
store,
statues.
you can also visit Wonderfair's virtualhauntedbathroom.com.
That
That's
I-
the
that I
URL.
excited about,
That's
yeah.
the URL.
Yeah.
Wonderfair's
Works.
virtualhauntedbathroom.com.
A question from our friend Whitney. How easy are the carnivorous Sarracenia
Mhm.
to care for?
Not super hard, but not easy. So the Sarracenia, they're like the upright pitcher plants. They have to have bright light and they have to have distilled water or rainwater, no tap water. The tap water is bad for them. So they're not that hard as long as you can give them light and good, clean water.
What is it about tap water that's bad? Is it the mineral content?
Yeah. So Lawrence tap water in particular has a type of chlorine in it that doesn't evaporate.
Ah.
And that's what's particularly bad for the plants. Because in other cities, you can let it set out and evaporate and it's not quite as bad. But
Also with the carnivorous, the digestive enzymes don't like tap water.
yeah.
Okay.
What does chlorine do to my plants?
It can burn them and cause issues. Not all plants are sensitive to it. Like this plant won't care. But in plants that are sensitive to it, like calatheas, it burns the edges and creates, it looks like a chemical burn on it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think my Pylea sometimes
Yeah.
does that.
Yeah.
If it's
Yep.
not draining enough, maybe.
Yeah. It could be, and it could, yeah, and it could be various things, but it could be the water. Yep.
What do y'all do for water? Do you have like a RO system
Mhm.
at the Jungle House?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So you just don't have to.
We just
filter
use that
your
on
own
the
We use it
sensitive
on the
ones.
particular ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's slow. But
Yeah. It takes you like 10 minutes to fill up a jug. but-
All right.
Yeah.
Is there an RO system people can affordably buy and keep at home? Is that sort of what y'all did?
yeah, I mean, yeah, you can get. I mean, we kind of rigged ours up. It probably cost about $100. So I guess
That's reverse osmosis.
Yeah.
$100 you can get your own. Then you can stop trying to remember to buy distilled water at the
Yep.
grocery store. I guess
You can buy
Yeah.
distillers and distill it yourself too.
Mhm.
It like, I don't know the full science behind it, but it makes the water evaporate and it's the evaporated content that you
Yeah.
get back in it.
the distillate.
Yeah. So I know people have those.
Chemical
about one.
engineer here.
yeah, so I say
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I'll
sure
defer to
Paul-
you on
Paul
that
can
one.
tell you.
But yeah, so you know that we bought one of those when we first opened, and that did the job too. It just is a small. It's like a coffee pot amount,
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
enough for us to really do
I
enough.
think we also used it too much. I think it broke.
It burned
Yeah.
out, but
Well,
yeah.
How you have so many plants? How much water do you go through per watering? And like, what's your watering?
Yeah, what's the
schedule
water bill like?
How much does that rolly thing hold?
I think like 5 gallons.
So we have this cool jug on wheels that sometimes our person who's in charge of watering uses. It's like 5 gallons, and I'd say you have to refill that probably 3 to 4 times to get the majority of the stuff in the store. So it's not that bad. The thing you have to remember about our end, as far as water goes, the plants aren't there that long.
Right.
So we don't
Mm.
water them all that often. So most everything gets 1 watering while it's in the store.
Yeah.
So our water bill, we split with Decade. And so it's,
Yeah, it's on
You know,
decades
it's-
things. We don't know.
yeah. So we don't know the number. but
Decayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It must not be that high then.
Yeah. I don't think it's so bad.
Yeah.
So most stuff doesn't get watered that often. At home, usually I would say it probably takes me like a bathtub full to get everything watered.
Hmm.
A bathtub?
Just fill the
Yeah.
bathtub and then scoop it out.
No, I'm just thinking size wise.
Well,
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a
We got a lot of plants.
Yeah, I think I might have. Yeah, I've got a lot. Yeah, Jamie has a lot. We have a lot. Yeah. So
That makes
Do you ever
sense.
consider-
I don't wanna know.
I mean, not in this climate, but do you ever consider like opening up for tours?
yeah,
Or
we
doing,
actually
like,
one of
home
our
plant tours or
staff members
something?
really wanted to do that. She wanted to
Yeah.
do like visit each other's houses, and we've talked
Yeah.
about doing it on Instagram. Like we have this really awesome client, Deb, who has freaking cool plants, like real cool plants, old cool plants.
Wow.
And so we've
yeah.
talked about like seeing if she would let us go with her on
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Instagram
Home tour.
tour. Yeah.
Ooh, cool. That'd be
So-
fun.
I
Yeah.
would love to do more show and tells.
Yeah.
In general, if we know that if this goes on, we're gonna run out of steam to just do home shopping, same old.
Yeah, we'll have to go on location.
Yep.
We would love to do some Mr. Rogers type
Yeah.
pictures,
Yeah.
and if you ever do that, we'll just
Yeah.
share it in our slot instead of us.
Yeah. There's this cool feature on Instagram. If you guys experimented with it where somebody goes live and you can go live with them.
We
Yeah.
haven't done that yet. I mean, we have 2 cameras here,
Yes.
as you can see. It's
Yep.
very sophisticated, and we haven't quite figured out all the tech
Yeah, I
stuff.
understand.
But it would have been nice to plug you in so that people could see Wonder Fair live with Jungle House.
Yeah.
And if we had thought of that in advance, maybe we could have done.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that maybe with some of our clients and
Yeah.
like, show and tell their
That'd
plans
be
and
cool.
stuff. Because
Yeah,
since I don't think we'll probably be visiting each other's houses anytime soon.
it's true.
So
Well, thanks for joining us today. We got to wrap because there's a 1-hour limit on Instagram Live. That's
Got
why
it.
our show's 1 hour
Probably
every
got
day.
like 1 minute or so left,
Wait.
but I don't know how to know.
It says a timer in the top right
Ah.
when we were done. starts at 2 minutes left. We probably got a few. So we've been joined here by Jungle House Goods. You can give them a call. You can order online. They're over in East Lawrence. They're delivering plants to your house.
That's
Are you
right.
doing pickup at the store?
Yep.
Pick up at the store as well. So add some plants to your life this spring. Now's the time.
Yes.
Get it repotted.
Yep.
Do it yourself, or is that a service you offer?
We offer it in normal times. We're
Okay.
still trying to figure out how to do
Yeah.
it right now.
All right,
Yeah.
just generally.
But I'll
Um,
teach them.
Rachel will
them.
teach you how to
Yep.
repot, or you can just poke the soil
Yep.
and throw some new topsoil on, as we just learned.
That's right.
What was that called?
Top dressing.
Top dressing.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Jamie and Rachel.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
being
Thanks for
on
having
the
us.
show. Thanks for everything you do in our community. We
Thank
love
you, guys.
seeing you out there on the streets doing deliveries.
Yeah,
Pass
yeah,
each other
that was-
occasionally.
Loved that.
Yeah, we passed you. We're like,
Yeah.
Hungry.
I was driving, so I didn't notice. What part of town were we in?
Uh,
Dogville?
It was
Dogtown?
24th and Lawrence, I think.
Yeah, that's,
Yep.
that's kind of over in Dogtown.
We come up with nicknames for the parts of town we visit a lot. Do you
Yep.
all have any nicknames you'd like to share? Only nice ones.
yeah.
There's a lot of dogs in Dogtown, is what we're saying.
I didn't know there was all these quail things
Yeah,
over
right.
in the middle of
I
town.
feel like we know more of ours by like the apartment we go to. Like,
Okay.
like there's one that's like an I3, and we know like that's I3. We're going to the I3 area.
Yeah.
And
She
then also,
comes over to the store to pick up. We're like,
Yeah.
I3.
Yeah. So once we went back to pick up, now it's like I'm like, oh, are you I3? She's, yeah, I'm I3. So yeah.
But man, I am the dog pisser offer right
Oh,
now
yeah.
in this town. Yeah.
Not as many dogs at our delivery places. I wonder if being such a cat store, we've lost an opportunity.
Yeah.
Hunter's Ridge apartment
Yeah.
complex. How about that?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Way out there on Stone Ridge.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That thing is
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even know that existed till we started
Yeah,
I
delivering
know.
there.
There's so many apartments like that that I'm like, I didn't know
Yeah.
this was here.
Yeah, it was a
And
lot
it's
of
giant.
very
Like,
big.
How did we miss this?
Well, shout out to all those folks who keep
Yeah.
ordering from both our
Yes.
businesses. We appreciate it
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
And we'll be back tomorrow at noon for another Fancy Friday. I don't know if we have anything fancy to show you. There's 7 boxes over here, so it might just be a load of unboxing.
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Jamie and Rachel.
Thank you,
and
guys.
we'll
It's
see
fun.
you tomorrow on the Wonder Fair Home Shopping Network.
Bye.
is now. And
Fun.
then I don't know what to do. Share to IGTV?
Oh. I guess so. That's the new thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What does it normally say?
Oh, did you watch it?
I just ended the video normal. So is that right?
Yeah. This is a new,
New feature?
I guess so.
Guess what I did?
What did you do? Nice.
Nice.
You don't have to give me that
Here,
one.
yeah, you just want this one?
Sure.
Cool.
Did you buy the green papaya? The green.
I bought that one, and I'm gonna come get it later since you said you're there till 6 today. But I got the burgundy ficus that I
Cool.
wanted anyway, just because I was like, well,
Beautiful. Yeah.
I got the 10-inch pot one.
It's cool.
Sounds good.
It's nice and full.
They grow tall.
Tall, like trees. Right now they're kind
Yeah,
of
they
bushy.
go a little full too, though.
Yeah.
Mhm. I wanted to go tall actually, so
Yeah.
that's my
Yeah.
whole plan.
Yeah.
I'm painting my wall lavender specifically so it looks
Ooh.
nice with plants,
Nice.
and I think that'll look pretty with
That
that.
look really good.
Thanks for bringing me
Yeah.
this plant.
I
You
love
picked-
that plant.
It's so. If this isn't one that you were like, this is gonna be nice.
No,